At the V8 Speed and Resto shop, we restore muscle cars primarily, but lately we've been getting into a lot of pickup trucks. Our shop is capable of doing complete and total restorations, but sometimes we do quick mechanical fixes. Sometimes it's a brake job, or sometimes it's a total engine swap.
So a guy called us about building a daily driver version of a 1971 Chevrolet C10 pickup truck. And these C10 trucks are really popular right now.
The value of the trucks themselves is skyrocketing. Then the aftermarket's responded. You can buy just about everything new for these trucks except for a cab and a stock frame these days. But there are brand new aftermarket frames available.
See a lot more of them at a car show nowadays than you used to. A lot more people are doing cool things with them. I'm excited to see where they go.
They're a very modern looking truck. There's a lot of parts available for them, so they're pretty easy to keep on the road. And since they're modern in their design, they're functional. You can use it every day. You can haul things with it and make a show truck. Really, they fit whatever you want.
We do a lot of LS engine swaps around here, and they're often truck engines, so it just seems right to put them in the old trucks. When the owner called us about the 71 pickup truck, he explained to us that this was going to be his daily driver, which is pretty exciting to think that someone's going to take a 71 pickup truck and drive it every day with a new LS engine in it. So we were very excited about the job.
So he found the truck at a local classic car dealership.
It ran and drove, but it really wasn't reliable. He had engine problems, fuel economy concerns. It wouldn't start all the time, it was carbureted. So he decided that, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. That's why he chose the LS3 Connect and Cruise package, because you got OE quality stuff that comes in basically your new pickup trucks.
What we had to consider was that this was the only vehicle the owner had, so it had to be reliable, no leaks, no rattles, no squeaks, and start and run and drive perfect every day.
The benefit of this Connect and Cruise system is that they're matched components and they are designed by GM engineers. It's not like somebody at an engine shop was picking the camshaft, picking the cylinder head. You know, all this stuff is designed to work together, so when you get it assembled and in the truck, you turn the key and it runs real strong.
That's a good way to make an old truck reliable. Being fuel injected, it gets rid of all the starting issues, and most commonly you don't have to worry about it overheating. It's better off as an everyday driver.
But it's not often that somebody wants to take an older vehicle and make a legitimate daily driver, like so much so that he was going to sell his late model pickup truck and only drive this 1971 truck.
I would say a daily driver is something that you would get in, hit the key, and not really look at the gauges a whole lot. Something that you're pretty confident in and it'll take you anywhere you want to go.
Some of the things to consider is, first off, reliability. You want to make sure that you use high quality parts that aren't going to leave you stranded by the side of the road. You want to make things so they're serviceable, so you may not want to hide all the wires and fuse boxes and things like that. You want to be able to get to things that are going to be replaced often or may need service if something were to go wrong. And on top of that, to some people, fuel economy is a big concern. So fuel injection, electronic automatic transmission, or an overdrive manual in some cases, those are the things you want to think about. So the car is something you can live with. It's not doing 3,500 RPMs just to do the speed limit, and it's going to go more than 150 miles out of tank of gas.
When the truck arrived, it looked really nice. It's a pretty decent restoration. It's black, it's very clean, the interior is real clean.
But they kind of stopped short on a few things with the drivetrain. The rear end was in need of a rebuild. The engine didn't run very well, didn't make much power. The air conditioning didn't work. So basically it looked great and it was functional, but it wasn't usable.
Under the hood was a pretty correct looking small block V8.
Probably a 283, maybe a 305 with a 2-barrel carburetor on it and a turbo 350 automatic transmission. So one of the things we do whenever we bring a new project into the shop is, if the car is running and driving, we test drive it, see how the entire system works, because even if it's in here for an engine swap, if the U-joints are bad, that's something we want to make sure that everything that's going to be affected is taken care of. So we test drove the truck, went through a long checklist of things to let the owner know, one, the condition of his truck, and two, if there's anything that needed to be addressed while we're doubling or tripling the horsepower in the truck. We pulled the hood, get a little more room, and basically took motor mounts, transmission mount, separated the engine at the bell housing, and dropped the transmission out the bottom and took the engine out of the top.
It actually went pretty quick. As a matter of fact, we were able to get the original driveline out of it when the engine was still warm. It's a carbureted small block. So there's probably 7 wires that make it run in total. So it wasn't no big deal at all.